Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Reading Through the Bible in a Year. I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I've got really restless dogs for some reason. I can't get them to settle down. It's almost like they know something's coming, and we all know something's coming, and it just is what it is. We're going to be back in Joshua's chapter 12 and 13, I hope. But I've got a million names in here, and we know how I do with the names, so I'll just do the best I can. I didn't try to get the pronunciation of all these. I would, excuse me, I would ask that y'all please pray for me and for everybody else. We just think this summer's been hard. Worst times are coming, and they're coming fast. And I know that there's a lot of people, there's a lot of depression, I know there's more suicides going on. I know I'm depressed at certain times. Some days are better than others. It just is what it is. It seems like, all right, now I've got a dog that wants to go out. And I think, even though I have my headset on, that when I step away from my phone, it's not, you can't hear me quite as good. But maybe I'll let these guys out. Go. Come on. There you go. It's a nice day. Enjoy that. And, they're going shifts. Yes, we're doing shifts, Mommy. One at a time. But now they're all outside. I'm gonna get this done real quick before my hubby gets back from the dump. And it just seems like the little bit of time he comes home, we don't get to do anything fun. It's all catching up on all the work that I can't do by myself because of my disabilities, and just plus we don't have dog sitters. My oldest little pupper, he used to truck with us. We got him when he was 16 weeks old. He went right in the truck. He was fine. He's always traveled great. Now, because I'm home all the time, and this is kind of his routine, even to take him to the vet or to get his nails clipped or even a ride, he just goes into panic mode. He has a terrible anxiety attack, and he's 12 years old. I'm scared to death that he'll have a heart attack or something. I needed to take him to the vet the other day, and he just had such a bad anxiety attack, I just turned around and came home. So, times are rough right now, and like I said, we can't just take off and go have a little weekend outing or whatever days my husband's home. We can't just take off. I've got 4 dogs here, and it's just not possible. I can't board them because I don't believe in vaccines, and none of the boarding places will take them if they haven't had, they get rabies, that's it. And that's only because we've got coyotes around here. And it just is what it is. But anyway, we're going to try to make the best of it today. We'll get into the Word and see if that doesn't help us out a little bit here. I'm sorry I rambled on. But here we go. Like I said, it's Joshua chapters 12 and 13. And we have got all kinds of names in here. So say a prayer, I get through it. All right, chapter 12. Now these are the kings of the land which the children of Israel smote, and possessed their land on the other side Jordan, toward the rising of the sun, from the river Arnon unto Mount Hermon, and all the plain on the east. Sihon, king of the Amorites, who dwelt in Heshbon, and ruled from Aroer, which is upon the bank of the river Arnon, and from the middle of the river, and from half Gilead, even unto the river Jabbok, which is the border of the children of Ammon, and from the plain to the sea of Chinneroth on the east, and unto the sea of the plain, even the salt sea on the east, the way to Bethsheamoth, and from the south under Ashdoth-Pishga, and the coast of Og, king of Bashan, which was of the remnant of the giants that dwelt at Ashtaroth and at Edrei, and reigned in Mount Hermon, and in Salca, and in all Bashan, unto the border of the Jezreelites, and the Maashathites, and half Gilead, the border of Sihon, king of Heshbon. Them did Moses the servant of the Lord and the children of Israel smite, and Moses the servant of the Lord gave it for a possession unto the Reubenites and the Gadites and the half tribe of Manasseh. And these are the kings of the country which Joshua and the children of Israel smote on this side Jordan on the west, from Baal-gad in the valley of Lebanon, even unto the Mount Halak that goeth up to Sur, which Joshua gave unto the tribes of Israel for a possession according to their divisions, in the mountains and in the valleys and in the plains and in the springs and in the wildernesses, and in the south country the Hittites, the Amorites, and the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. The king of Jericho, one, the king of Ai, which is beside Bethel, one, the king of Jerusalem, one, the king of Hebron, one, the king of Jarmuth, one, the king of Lachish, one, the king of Eglon, one, the king of Gezer, one, the king of Debir, one, the king of Gader, one, the king of Hormah, one, the king of Arad, one, the king of Libnah, one, the king of Adullam, one, the king of Makkedah, one, the king of Bethel, one, the king of Tappuah, one, the king of Hepher, one, the king of Aphek, one, the king of Lasharon, one, the king of Maden, one, the king of Azor, one, the king of Shimron-Meron, one, the king of Akshaph, one, the king Taanach, one, the king of Megiddo, one, the king of Kadesh, one, the king of Jokneam of Carmel, one, the king of Dor in the coast of Dor, one, the king of the nations of Gilgal, one, the king of Tirzah, one, all the kings 30 and 1. Well, we got through that. Don't know how bad I butchered it, but hey, we're trying, and that's what counts. All right, we've got chapter 13 now. Let me see how far this goes, if we've got time. I think we do. Yeah, hopefully we do. All right, chapter 13. Now Joshua was old and stricken in years, and the Lord said unto him, Thou art old and stricken in years, and there remaineth yet very much land to be possessed. This is the land that yet remaineth, all the borders of the Philistines, and all the Geshuri, from Sihor, which is before Egypt, even unto the borders of Ekron, northward, which is counted to the Canaanite, 5 lords of the Philistines, the Gazatites, and the Ashdodites, the Eshkalonites, and the Gittites, and the Ekronites, also the Avites. From the south, all the land of the Canaanites, and the Mearah, that is beside the Sidonians, unto Aphek, to the borders of the Amorites, and the land of the Giblites, and all Lebanon toward the sunrising from Baal-gad, under Mount Hermon, unto the entering into Hamath. all the inhabitants of the hill country from Lebanon unto Misrepothamim, and all the Sidonians, then will I drive out from before the children of Israel. Only divide thou it by lot unto the Israelites for an inheritance, as I have commanded thee. Now therefore divide this land for an inheritance unto the 9 tribes and half tribe of Manasseh, with whom the Reubenites and the Gadites have received their inheritance, which Moses gave them beyond Jordan eastward, even as Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave them, from Aroer, that's such a strange word, Aroer, that is upon the bank of the river Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain of the Medeba unto Dibon, and all the cities of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, unto the border of the children of Ammon, and Gilead, and the border of the Jezreelites, and the Maacathites, and all Mount Hermon, and all Bashan unto Salcah, all the kingdom of Og in Bashan, which reigned in Ashtaroth and in Idrai, who remaineth of the remnant of the giants, for these did Moses smite and cast them out. Nevertheless, the children of Israel expelled not the Jezreelites, nor the Maacathites, but the Jezreelites and the Maacathites dwell among the Israelites until this day. Only until the tribe of Levi he gave none inheritance. The sacrifices of the Lord God of Israel made by fire are their inheritance, as he said unto them. And Jesus gave unto the tribe of the children of Reuben inheritance according to their families. And their coast was from Aroer, and is on the bank of the river Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain by the Medeba, Heshbon, and all her cities that are in the plain, Dibon, and Bamothbaal, and Beth-Baal-Meon, and Jehazzah, and Jedemoth, and Mephath, and Kirjathaim, and Sibmah, and Jereth-Sherer in the valley, in the mount of the valley, and the Beth Peor, and Ashdoth Pishka, and Beth Jesimoth, and all the cities of the plain, and the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, whom Moses smote with the princes Midian, Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, which were dukes of Sihon, dwelling in the country. Balaam also the son of Beor, the soothsayer, did the children of Israel slay with the sword among them that were slain by them. And the border of the children of Reuben was Jordan, and the border thereof. This was the inheritance of the children of Reuben after their families, the cities and the villages thereof. And Moses gave inheritance unto the tribe of Gad, even unto the children of Gad according to their families. And their coast was Jazer, all the cities of Gilead, and half the land of the children of the Ammon, unto Aroer, this is before Rabah, and from Heshbon unto Rehameth Mizpah, and Betonim, and from Mahanaim unto the border of Debir, and in the valley Betharam, and Bethnemarah, and Succoth, and Zaphon, and the rest of the kingdom of Sihon, king of Heshbon, Jordan and his border, even unto the edge of the sea of Chinnereth, on the other side Jordan eastward. This is the inheritance of the children of Gad after their families, the cities and their villages. And Moses gave inheritance unto the half tribe of Manasseh, and this was the possession of the half tribe of the children of Manasseh by their families. And their coast was from Mahanaim, all Bashan, all the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, and all the towns of Jair, which are in Bashan, 80 cities, and half Gilead and Ashtaroth, and Edrei, cities of the kingdom of Og in Bashan, were pertaining unto the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, even to the 1/2 of the children of Machir by their families. These are the countries which Moses did distribute for inheritance in the plains of Moab on the other side of Jordan by Jericho eastward. But unto the tribe of Levi Moses gave not any inheritance. The Lord God of Israel was their inheritance, as he said unto them. And that will do it for 12 and 13. And yes, I know I butchered those names horribly, but all that matters is we tried, right? Right. I hope you all have a wonderfully blessed day. Next time we'll be back in Ephesians. I believe we'll be finishing out Ephesians. Yes. Tomorrow we'll be finishing out Ephesians. So, we all know what today is. It was a bad time in our country, and I just pray for all the families that were left behind, that they get through this day with the Lord's help and the Lord's blessing. And I do thank you all for listening. Be kind to one another, and we'll see you next time.